Here we go.
All right, welcome YouTube and everybody to the Monday sprint planning. Today we kick off a new sprint. It is December 12th, 2022. It is our final week of C4C, or our final sprint of 2022. We're going to be planning this week, and then at the end of this week, the community is kind of relaxing into a community celebration and holiday party and way of council on December, what is that, 17th?
21st.
21st, 12 plus 7. And
14, go 14 plus 7.
Yeah,
That's a better.
Got it. I'm on the wrong day. And so yeah, today we're going to be kicking off the sprint planning. And right now we're assigning roles for the meetings this week. Today we have myself facilitating the sprint planning, Melanie be scribing and admin. Tomorrow we have our story gathering and Wednesday meetup planning. I see Melanie has taken admin. I won't be able to make it. I need to take my car into the shop tomorrow. So that's going to be happening first thing in the morning, and then I have no idea how I'm going to get home, and this shop is like a half hour away. So I don't.
You know what? I'm happy to facilitate, but I'm also happy to support somebody else that wants to try it. Hint, hint, Kate.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if I could.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're in.
You're in.
Thanks. If someone could forward me the document that we would be referring to, that'd be great. But
perfect.
Yeah.
We'll talk. We can talk afterwards and set you up to have access to the documents in the Google Drive, right? Are we good?
I think so. The way we've been doing kind of story gathering is just thinking about stories that we need to work on for the next week. But since next week isn't going to be that, it'll be mostly our Wednesday meetup planning. And on Wednesday, Grace is going to be facilitating a forward-looking 2023 session with the community. Or at least that was the plan last week. So it might be good to see if she can attend tomorrow, just to provide that planning so we know what to expect and how to support her.
Right. And tomorrow is at the same time, 3 p.m. UTC, right? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Monday, Tuesdays earlier. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. I took up the scribe. I'm not taking notes at this moment, but I'll take the notes after the recording. And hopefully that works.
Great. And then we can leave Friday till Friday. It's not a reflection day or a demo day. It's kind of just a Friday meeting day. And we'll be wrapping stuff up, I guess. So I'll jump in on Friday and help facilitate the wrap up.
And I can do whatever admin needs to be done.
Okay.
And scribing, kind of, I'm just sort of slipping back into what I used to do. So I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not, but I'm going to sure try.
Yep. We have the intent of the roles here, and then each person is welcome to embody that in any way they think is meaningful to them. Perfect. Okay, we have our sprint kind of role set up. So what are the goals we want to achieve this week as kind of our sprint goals?
So I will start again with marketing. Peter sent us three videos that I can share. And I don't know if you saw this communication, but yeah, we can speak about it later. But marketing the impact videos.
Okay. Do we have any concrete ideas of ways to do that concretely?
I'll put it in the link tree.
Yeah, that's great to put it in the link tree, and then we can promote the link tree itself as well. I mean, the way we are doing. Yeah,
sorry, Yoram, can I share these? Can I share these links in the chat? They're ready to go.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll get those. You go ahead and keep talking. It'll take me a bit to find them.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean the channels is, I mean the normal channels, and then when I have sustainable ADA, they call to promote it, and then yeah, I mean that's, and then LinkedIn, so we can.
And we don't have a C4C LinkedIn yet. Do we want
We
to?
don't have.
We
Good
should
point.
probably create an account or not.
We should create an organization for sure, and then
Yeah, I agree.
we can all join it.
Perfect. And do we want to do that? Let's do that in the new year. That's maybe a bit much before.
Yeah.
We can do
No, if you want, I can try and do it now. I need to open a new, okay, with Cardano for Climate email, right?
Yep.
Just to say, Melanie, the ones that you're sharing, they're private. Can't actually watch them.
Sorry, say that again.
The video links that you're sending, they're marked as private.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's climate.
Oh, yep. This is recorded, but I'm not going to drop those. I won't drop those links into the description quite yet till they're ready to go. Yeah.
Okay. Normally they're ready to go unless someone have any feedback. So Peter is ready to go. We just wanted to have this call today to see if anyone have any feedback. Like last thing.
If we have time, we could maybe play through them too as well.
Yeah. I'm going to try and log in through a new LinkedIn.
Have we got any work towards an event, the next event in January, February? Because I've definitely got ideas.
Yeah, I'm wondering, maybe we can start that in January.
Oh, that if we started in January, we're not happening till.
But it's just this week we're really, that's what we're wrapping up 2022. And people are going on holidays, and we really have like 3 meetings left in this year.
The reason I'm saying ooh is because when you start lining up speakers and all that, that takes, you know, a few weeks before you even begin planning. If we had a tentative idea, I could get going on some, you know, at least reaching out. And
but I think it would be good timing, in my view, to do it in.
Wait till January.
Yeah, and do the event in February when
okay,
you know, Catalyst starts. I don't know, just an idea, but
yeah, even speakers are going on holidays now, and people are.
Yeah, it's too distracting to get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as a thought, because you mentioned about the holidays, Nori, and that we're having a Christmas gathering. I would assume that other such organizations in similar spheres will be having the same, like Little Fish and C&C as an example. I don't know specifically, but it might be a really good opportunity to network within our own community. So like instead of just C4C members coming on Wednesday or whatever it is, maybe we use the opportunity to invite people as a celebration of our combined communities, right? Because I know there are some wonderful people in video and in social media on different areas of impact who, you know, we could all work together on, really. So let's celebrate together if we can.
That's a really great idea. I was thinking the same thing, because when we did a Way of Counsel a couple of months ago, Gimbal Lab showed up, and it was really a powerful space that we offered to the community to reflect on all of our Fund 9 disappointments. And I think that was cool to offer that. So doing something just to bring some holiday cheer and connection at the end of the year to the community might be really great.
And the other thing is make it an offering too, right? This is our way of saying thank you to the community. Come and join us. You come back. You don't have to bring anything, just show up. Otherwise, we can say anybody that wants to help organize it, please feel free to jump in. But otherwise, we got this figured out. You come, maybe we can do some even online games, you know, make it a real party, right?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like pub quizzes, right? We could have like a teams from CCC and other things, like little quiz, like, you know.
Catalyst trivia games. I was just at a Christmas party this weekend, and yeah, so maybe there's people that just are naturally holiday party planning experts and they want to jump in and do that. But I think that'd be really, really fun to, and I think in a week we can get it done. So this is where my energy needs to go instead of planning the next big event. This will be it.
Awesome. Yeah. So add your names as tags to any of these tickets if you want to work on them. And then add other things here too. I'm just recording our conversation, but
Yeah, thank you for that.
the other thing I want to do this week, and it'll be my big focus, is I want to wrap up Fund 8 this week. Really like double down on that and get it done, just so that we're not continuing that into January. So whatever that's going to take, it may take a lot of focus, but I want to wrap that up, at least for the hubs.
And can we work on that together, Nori? You and I, at like.
Yeah, we can probably do it in the afternoons. I'm mostly free.
Yeah, that'd be great, because it's still hovering over my head is Fund 7, and as I said, I slug through this hours and hours and hours, and I have a feeling that you'd have some help that would make it a lot easier, and vice versa. I think it won't be me sucking you dry.
Yeah, and we could probably maybe even do a online working session for this.
Perfect. And then we can also put that in our Telegram chat. Anybody can jump in and help.
Yeah. And then the other thing, what's the date today? The IOG reports are due on the 20th, which is, so that's early next week. So we may want to look at towards the end of this week, wrapping those up as well. That's
part of wrapping up 2022, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a D-work task?
It usually is. We've been using these sticky notes the last couple of weeks. We haven't been putting them into D-work, but we need to figure out, because I wasn't seeing a lot of people engaging in D-work. So I thought maybe we shouldn't put the energy into putting everything in there if no one's using it.
So maybe there's another option or another platform, another way of getting that out there. Whether it's this is a D-work, put it in the Telegram chat, here's the link, and here's the link to how to set up your D-work. Certainly in 2023, it's something, sharing the load and also remunerating people properly for it would be, yeah.
Anything else on the wrap up for 2022 that we need to do?
Even reflecting on Fund 7, it takes me down all sorts of rabbit holes. So in that wrapping up 2022 organizing, just trying to figure out some sort of, maybe that's what we do together, the Fund 7 and 8 workshop is the organizing.
Yeah, if you need help on that, let me know also. I will jump in.
And Kate, you said you're having problems with Miro. If you want to put anything down, please feel free to put it in the chat. If I don't get it.
My concern is that it keeps playing up whenever we have these sessions, like we had the vote last time, I couldn't vote, and I'm wondering if it's just me or if other people have it, because I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit confused.
What are your symptoms?
So it just takes ages to do anything. It feels like I'm on dial-up internet. I want to throw my computer out the window.
Oh, don't do that.
Okay.
So I mean, if it is just me, that's fine. But
no, if you have the eternal wallet, right? I don't know if you have that one, but that's creating issues with Miro.
Yeah.
I think what it is that once I zoom in, I'm good, but it takes a million minutes to like get to that zoom in section.
Okay.
Maybe the processing, or maybe it's because I'm not signed in. So it's something I'll explore, but I was just referencing it because if other people have this issue, then it's not really a format that we can use for like meetings if it's not.
We need a middle ground to figure this out.
Mhm.
We do have the agenda, and I think what I'll also do is set up in the agenda a way for people to add these sticky notes, because I can see this being part of the scribe, taking these sticky notes and putting them into our notes in some format that we can actually keep this information. So maybe there's a way to direct deposit these notes that are easier.
If it works when you're zoomed in, this is a link directly to the space we're actually working in.
Oh, yeah, that might be helpful actually. I think maybe it's just a lot of processing power when you zoom out and you see everything on the board. So yeah, sorry,
That's a
I
good
just
point.
mentioned that.
We might switch to making a board per sprint. That way we don't have all the stuff from every previous, because there's a lot of stuff here now that's starting to collect, and that can make it pretty heavy.
And then just copy and paste it to the main one so that it stays a record,
Yeah,
right?
we could create a template board and then just copy that every sprint and have
Yeah.
a fresh canvas.
Okay. CSV file as well. Perfect.
So I missed one tab there. It says, what are we doing to close out impact onboarding? When you say close out, does that mean like wrap up everything that's been sent out by the Treasury, or?
Yeah, it means we have a proposal, and Daniel and Cole have been working on that. And just understanding what's the plan to get to closeout. Do they need any help? Do we need to do anything as a community? Or are we already there and we just need to write up the report? So really, it'd be great to understand that, because I think impact onboarding and community collaboration standards will continue after the end of this year, since this is the last week and we're not done with them. But it'd be good to understand what is left, what's our plan, and have a really strong, like, so we can hit the ground running in 2023 and finish them up in January or February.
Oh, okay, like a reflection, like, yeah.
Yeah, plus a little bit of planning to just understand what's left, what do we need to do? Because some of them are kind of vague. Anything else we need to do to wrap up?
I mean, I might suggest like doing a community poll. So those members who maybe not attend these kind of specific meetings or in the Telegram, maybe we could have a poll of what worked, what are they looking forward to in 2023, what could we do better? So maybe some open-ended questions. That way we get a larger sample size across our community potentially.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that something that you'd be willing to?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And speaking on the line of holiday party planning, it's always nice to, like I say, close out the year with reflection and also time for appreciation for each other as, as a community and as a bunch of volunteers. Is there any way that we as a community could source, like, it doesn't have to be expensive or it doesn't have to be ADA, but just something that we could do as a raffle or a competition or as a giveaway so that people can be active in something which is not necessarily C4C related but community building related, whether it's like a painting or an NFT that someone doesn't want but wants to auction off or give to someone, like just as a way of bit of excitement.
That's something we should have in our toolkit, period.
Mm-hmm. That might be fun. It might be, yeah, that might be something to add to this holiday party planning as one of the activities there. And I have a number of NFTs that I'd be happy to donate to the cause.
Oh, and actually, CNC, their ISPO with the CNC token, they've partnered with a number of different Cardano NFT projects, which you can use to purchase NFTs on. I might be able to reach out to one of those partnering NFT project and say, could we have either a customer, or one of the NFTs potentially to give as a raffle, and then it invites them into the community as well. And
Well, we are inviting the community to come, the outside community, and let's see what somebody else brings to the table. Maybe that's their offering, right? Instead of us recreating or running around and creating an NFT ourselves. But maybe
yeah, no,
that's,
absolutely. If they're
yeah.
like, we can give you one of these of our collection and stuff, like, to raffle away, or whoever wins the pub quiz.
Yeah, and then it also helps us connect to whatever somebody else is already doing.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Great.
And I can do that if you want the outreach to those
Outreach to the other communities for
for
the
the NFT ones to see if there's any potential for
So let's do some of the holiday party planning tomorrow as well, or not? Or do we make that a separate meeting?
I think tomorrow's a great time to do that.
Okay, so let's do that. Find out who we're going to be outreaching to for help, for NFTs, for invitations, and then we can maybe do a little write-up together and send that out tomorrow.
I have a question and an idea. Should we have a party? Like, should we have a joint party with other communities as well, or should we have only ourselves a party?
Ooh.
Should we say, like, everyone, like WADA and Gimber Labs and Swarm, and say, let's kind of have a catalyst party somehow?
Yeah. That's what we've been talking, is having a larger community.
So do we have a closed party or an open party? Is that what you're asking, Yoram, or not?
Yeah.
Do you think we should have a closed party?
No.
Oh,
okay,
good.
Because we're talking about having an open party with everybody.
Okay.
I thought, oh no, Yoram's going to go exclusively Cardano for climate.
No.
What's happened? What's happened?
No.
He's pooped out from all his people coming to visit him.
No,
he wants
sorry
just an intimate
that
party.
I was not concentrated. Sorry.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, we have a task here to invite other communities to join us for the holiday party.
We're good. Yoram, you're allowed to do that, to zoom out and zoom back in whenever necessary.
as long as they bring vodka.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so tomorrow will be the party planning, as well as the Wednesday Grace facilitated meetup planning. Okay, that sounds good. TP will be facilitating that, or Kate, and Melanie will be helping. Yeah, I'll if I join, it'll be late, so I can't be there at the beginning.
Right. Okay, and then tomorrow is 1 hour meeting, and then it's right into Gimbal tokens, right?
Yes.
Right afterwards. Okay, so there's no running later. If I'm up and about, I'll try and open up the Zoom earlier. But yeah, we can't run late on that one tomorrow.
Okay. Just a question in terms of advertising for the holiday open community party. We presumably would need some kind of social media design work and posts to spread out and stuff. Like, is it possible to get the dream team back on?
Absolutely. That's going to be part of this party planning, is going to be the dream team working together on that one too. Thanks, Nori. It's interesting how this works for our goals, because I know one reflection on Friday was we had too much stuff on the go. And I love the way that you're reorganizing it into manageable chunks and manageable themes here.
Yeah, that's one of the goals, is like, we should focus on no more than 3 things, and we should have a reasonable amount of things here that people think they can accomplish. And really, we're talking about this happening this week, except for the holiday planning, then that planning can continue. But I think this we need to get done this week as people leave, and then the wrap up definitely we should get done so that people can go off in the holidays knowing that these are tied up.
This is fabulous. So, Kate, that being said, we will probably meet outside to do some sort of graphics and work, and invite others to join us as well. We'll just figure that out. Either communicating on Telegram or at the meeting tomorrow, okay? Unless you
Yep.
want to get going on it right away.
I'm chock-a-block with stuff at the moment, so yeah, if we can.
And I've
meet-
also done a graphic for the party already for Meetup, so you can take a look at that in the Canva, and we could possibly just, you know, use that as an invitation, send out the invitation, something like that. Maybe it's already not too bad.
Yeah, sounds good.
Slide deck. Do we need any of that stuff in advance for tomorrow?
With the Wednesday meetup being Grace's thing, I don't think we're going to have our standard slide deck for that.
Okay.
She'll probably have her own presentation or something.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So no pre-planning on that part. Can whip one together if we have to. Way of Council obviously doesn't need one. Or do you want any slides for Way of Council for intro, links, that kind of stuff?
No, I usually bring up the Word or the Google Doc and scroll through that to introduce it. But that might be something for next year, is maybe we need a simpler slide to.
Well,
kind of
simpler side, and
on.
also I think about visual learners. You know, the reading part is hard. And if you have a diagram, you know, just sort of a visual of this is what it looks like.
Yeah, we can definitely work on that kind of stuff
Okay.
next year, I think, to simplify.
Yay, we get to leave it till next year.
Yeah. All right, anything else that we want to plan for this week? This feels pretty full to me, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's enough, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one thing for the wrap up of 2022, not to add to the workload, is just maybe to reference this very fact. Are we overloading ourselves? Are we doing too much? Do we need to, maybe if people are getting burnt out or if people are feeling stretched thin, do we need to look at ways in which we can help manage that? Like, are we taking on too much every sprint? And maybe reflecting on that.
Yeah, last week we had our reflection,
Okay.
which is here, and one of the what didn't go so well is we tend to take on more than we can finish in 2 weeks. So we definitely need to work on that.
But the thing is, all of those tasks, right, that we list, those aren't getting lost per se just because they weren't done in those 2 weeks. They get rolled over or they archived somewhere.
They're here on the board still. So the general thinking is, rather than having a bunch of stuff rolling over week to week that doesn't get done, it's if any of these are important enough that we roll them over, then we pull them or we copy them down. Otherwise, they do get set aside until their priority is high enough that they reactivate, or maybe they just weren't important enough to get done. And that's another clue too.
I am working on a way to record them to TP into an Excel sheet so that the thoughts aren't completely lost, you know, like the sticky sheet that falls off your board and slides under the couch. We do have stuff recorded. Maybe there's a better way to do it, but and the other thing is, like right now I see the Bamnut promotion, Yoram. That's something, the impact after the summit, that's something that I don't want to let sort of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Along with the videos, maybe we can combine those whatever those we started, that we're going to continue forward with those.
Yeah, and maybe we can initiate kind of to buy Bamnut for food shelters and whoever wants to do that.
I
before the
haven't heard back
Christmas.
yet from Singapore. I do
Yeah.
need to find connections in the US
Yeah.
and Malaysia, if anybody knows of food banks. The other thing is that maybe we can just work with What If Foods and just say, look, we're working on this. Here's the ADA for these products. We don't know where they're getting shipped yet. Would that be possible?
No, because I mean we need to do the booking online, and then it goes through a smart contract, right? It's all also that you can pay with ADA directly and then goes with smart contract. I mean, we can do a deal with them, but we do want to show that also what we build works.
No, and that's
Right.
it. It's still going through the smart contract. The only thing is the address where the Bamnut milk gets
Yeah.
actually sent. And
The
Nori,
yeah. We can do that. Actually, we can do that. I mean,
I have a.
can,
Do you have
yeah.
contacts with What If Foods?
I have, yes.
Okay, because I've been talking to Amelia, I believe, for
I
the
mean, we can
Singapore.
choose a general, we can choose their office address, right, in the US. And then they know everything with the office address. We'll give them a later address.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be an option.
Well, then that also helps with the problem of sending, thousands of jugs of Bamnut milk to a food bank that doesn't have the capacity to store it. So we might be able to set up something in between.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, if we can work on that, yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Is that something that's likely to get done this week?
It's an ongoing thing for me to keep working on it. So it says, you say marketing impact videos, but maybe it's ongoing impact from the summit.
Yeah, but
we
it's good
change
to have
that?
some deadlines. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah, I
ask the
mean-
question for sprint planning and stuff is, would that overwrite getting the wrap up of Fund 7 done? And would you drop all work on that to get the Bamnut out the door?
Oh yeah, that's a tough one.
We need to finish, I think, what we need to finish.
Mhm.
Like, it's great to have that on the back burner. And if you finish everything and you want to like focus on that, or you have some spare moment, I think that's great. But I think adding it to the load here adds
Too
that
much.
stress that
Yeah.
we need to get it done.
And Nori, that's exactly what I need help with. So thank you for that. And I'll leave it for now, and maybe it feels like a 2023 continuation. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, leave it for now. Let's finish. I
Yeah.
think what's here is a lot. I really want to promote the videos. I mean, that's I think important one. It's kind of a goal we put 2 weeks ago.
And it's in the link tree. So it's not completely lost. It's just the food bank portion of it. So good. Okay.
Okay. Anything else we want to talk about for the sprint planning? I think we have a good set of goals. Marketing impact videos, holiday party wrapping up 2022, bunch of tasks. Most of them have names tagged to it, which is awesome to see. We have roles for this week, at least through Wednesday, and the whole week. So that's awesome too. So I think we are in a good shape to kick off the next 2 weeks.
And Simon, how are you feeling, having world traveled for a little bit and jumping back in? I know sometimes when I go away for a little bit and come back, it's like, oh, how do I fit back in?
Yes, that's exactly how I feel.
Okay.
You took it away from me. Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Really. But it's fine. That's exactly what I wanted to say. It's a bit overwhelming, but on the other hand, it's great because I see all the great things you're doing here while I was away, and oh man, it just warms my heart.
Well, if you need to reach out to me and or any of us, and find out how you might be able to fit in, because that's key, us being able to come and go and know what the whole program's all about. and know that there's somebody else to pick up or whatever.
Yeah, I put myself on sharing links and community poll wrap up. So if
Perfect.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know who do I
Perfect,
connect with for sharing the links.
Well, that's something that we should be writing up to begin with, and that'll probably be part of the holiday party planning. The link tree is the big one that has all the links on it, but it's really nice to have some sort of a write-up to go with it, right?
Yeah, these are the video links. Yeah, we should make a task here to create a shareable blurb for the like links to the videos, what they're about, why we're sharing them, and then people can just copy and paste to their social media channels and LinkedIn's and all that.
Well,
Yeah, I can join that one as well.
and
Okay.
I'll join it
Yoram.
too, just to help, because it helps with the holiday party planning, ongoing impact, wrapping 2022. I'm
Good.
trying to make an excuse to jump on board for that one too, Nori. Did you see that?
Yep. Okay.
Good. Welcome back, Simon. And it's nice. I mean, sometimes we don't realize how many things actually happening, right? And when you come in, so if I think about it, quite a lot of things happened. So, but yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome back. It's good to have you here. And for the
Thanks,
poll,
guys.
I guess, yeah, connect with Kate and you guys can collaborate on that.
Cool, great.
Yeah. There are
Okay,
some
so
forms. So for the poll, is that a form? Is that what you're thinking about for that one? Because there are some forms already out there that might be usable. And again, Kate and Simon, that'll be in Google Drive. So if you need to, actually, if you just go into the Google Drive and search forms, you'll be able to see some stuff, but it may be helpful if I can help guide you on that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
can
I
I add
was,
your
I
name to
was,
this?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sorry, Nori. There's a lot of purple there.
Yeah, we did give out a form last week at our sprint or our 2022 reflection meeting. So maybe that can be expanded if it's not complete. I don't know if there's been any engagement with that form, but maybe if there hasn't, we can like the three of you can collaborate on what goes in there and then we can share it out.
Well, it's pretty cool to see what you can do and with those forms. And I think that if we have a group of people working on them, then we can keep them ongoing and updated.
Mhm.
And
And maybe look at, because I mean we've defaulted to Google Forms, and sometimes it's not actually a great thing because it requires you to have Google accounts. Some people are a bit fishy about it or whatever if they don't have it. So there might be some. I'm in another organization that I work for. We use different types of quick and easy kind of polling software that people can just go onto our website and do. So maybe exploring that as well.
perfect. Let's do it.
If you have options, that would be great. Another thought is we also have a bunch of gimbals, so we could incentivize participation, say earn 250 gimbals, fill out this thing, and then add a field for a wallet address.
So that's going to be a tomorrow thing. I have a feeling that after Gimbal Labs, I'm going to be available for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours tomorrow to clean up some of this stuff. So I'm seeing that would be an extra meeting.
All right. Yeah. So
Special Christmas Gimbal cookies.
all right. I think I feel good about the sprint. Any last comments on the sprint planning itself? If not, we can probably move into our outro and have some final comments from people just to do a check-in or a checkout as we end the meeting here.
Sorry, you called it an outro, an intro and an outro. I like that.
An outro. All right.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you start, Yoram? How are you doing? How are you feeling about the sprint?
Yeah, no, okay. I wanted to speak already about something to write the blurb already, but okay, I'm feeling great. I'm ready for action, basically. So I'm ready for action. I want to give a push this week so we finish, what we need to finish, so we can have a good relaxing end of the year before we while we reflect, as Newman mentioned before, and kind of come ready for 2023. So this week is a full action week. So let's just do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Melanie, and then Newman.
I just gotta say, it just feels like, I'm a person that works by myself so much, and it's so amazing to be part of a community that makes you feel like you're the best person you can possibly be. Because I could spread myself out so thin, take on so many things, and be really super stressed this week. And I have a feeling that's all changing. So I just got to say thank you for that. And Nori, thank you for initiating this. Thank you for each one of you being here. It's so lame and corny, but the thought comes, you guys complete me, right? It just comes to mind that we are so much better, so much stronger as a community. And I'm just really thankful to be part of this one. So there you go.
Thank you, Newman, and then Kate.
Yeah, to contribute into that thought of what went on before, looking at the sprint plan and seeing Simon come in, and it's just, I don't know, it feels like this is an improvement, like, on the whole concept of improvement, but it does feel different, than a normal or a sort of a traditional organization, or it feels like we've got new organizational juice coming in, and it does feel good. It does feel good. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm happy about the Christmas party coming up. Thank you so much.
Kate, and then Simon.
Yeah, I agree with Newman. I'm actually really excited about the party, and I'm excited about the party because when I entered into the Cardano ecosphere, I made the assumption that everyone knew everyone, right? Particularly like if you had the word climate in your group's name, I just assumed that you were part of one big block, and you just organized separate meetings just to work on specialist things. But it transpires that it's not necessarily that way, but it could be that way. And I think the Christmas party is a really good way of meeting, networking, and seeing how we can collaborate on certain things and share resources, which is really wonderful. I also agree with a lot of agreeing with Newman today. I also agree with Newman on the fact that spreading yourself too thin, because when I joined, I was in Swarm. Someone told me about Little Fish, and then C4C, CNC. I'm like, this is all fantastic. But then I realized that I can't invest my time in the way that I want to in all of these projects. So then it was about an alignment of values, and where do I want to focus my time, my energy, my resources, and my expertise, and refining that. So I think this moment in time is that kind of time to congeal, what has happened in the end of 2022, and kind of what kind of initiatives and projects and communities maybe not to prioritize, but to focus on primarily to really kickstart and give it the effort that it needs. Because I think it's a valid point that if we spread ourselves too thinly across all of these groups, then are we really contributing in that respect? Are we really adding to that space if we're just attending and we're just, we're not connecting in the way that we can do? So maybe it is a case of realizing that and see what we can do together. Like we had that conversation in Little Fish about mycelium. So, yeah.
Amazing. Thanks, DP. Simon, and then I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, just again, it's really cool to see you all again, and also to be working with you again. Yeah, I mean, it's really great that you guys kept pushing while I couldn't, and I hope in the future I will push a lot more. We're gonna get some cool things done.
Thanks, Simon. Yeah, and thanks all of you for coming today, helping us plan the sprint, and reconnecting as community. And it's really nice to see Simon back. It's great to see new faces like Kate jumping in, and the continuing faces, like Simon says, continuing to push forward. we do this week after week and keeping this community going. And my feeling is 2023, one of our big focuses is going to be on simplification focus, like Kate said, and then sustainability is we're all volunteering time in some ways, aside from the Fund 7-8 stuff we need to figure out. But I'd really like to explore some sustainable models so people who are passionate enough and want to contribute can jump in full time if they choose to do so. Because there's so much great energy here, and I think we can have a lot of impact. So that's top of my mind, is how do we make this thing sustainable? And I think there's a lot of stuff happening in different places, so we just need to harness all that energy and come up with a plan and do it in 2023. So I look forward to all of that. I'm looking forward to the holiday party and wrapping up the year with you all, and then having some time off to just think, reflect, and come back recharged after some family time. So yeah, thanks everybody.
I did change those sticky notes. The holiday party is not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday.
Yes.
I just moved them down, so because
yeah.
Way of Council and Grace's, its reflection. No, look at forward looking to 2023, and then we party.
Yes. Well, Grace's thing is this week, and then holiday party next week. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Excellent. Whoever wants to stay just for the blurb, I wrote here the blurb. So if you like this one, or let's just stay. Whoever wants to stay just to discuss this few minutes.
Perfect.
10 minutes ago.
Sounds great.
I'm going to stop the
Thank you
recording.
very much.
Okay.